Fearless. That's a proper description of Bob Harris playing golf. For 20 years, the Kansas-born, California-bred Harris was a golf professional in the Chicago area. For 17 of those years, he was the head professional at Sunset Ridge Country Club. He ran a quality shop, said David Spencer, one of his assistants. The golf shop under him was a first-class, golf-minded atmosphere where only the highest standards of service and deportment were acceptable. Spencer blossomed at Sunset Ridge and became the co-head professional at Augusta National. While Sunset Ridge's members knew Harris as a teacher, advisor, and confidant, the rest of golf's world encountered a first-rate competitor. In a stretch from 1955 to 1963, Harris won the Illinois Open twice, the Illinois PGA Championship twice, and the Illinois PGA Match Play 6 times in succession.
I talked to him recently. I said, "What is the best thing you've ever accomplished?" And he says, "Winning the Illinois PGA Match Play 6 years in a row." And that was his greatest achievement, he said.
Chicago Tribune golf writer Charles Bartlett renamed that tournament the Robert Franklin Harris Benefit Society Championship. At his best, Bob Harris played in the numbingly methodical fashion we all wish for ourselves. A big drive down the fairway, a crisp approach, and then a chance at birdie, often converted.
I used to caddy for Bob Harris. I didn't say much to Bob, and he rarely asked me my opinion on anything. But I'll never forget this. He would hit his drive off any tee, and before he left the tee, he would take the iron with him that he was going to hit on the next shot and walk to that shot. I have to believe that every once in a while he got it wrong, that he picked the wrong stick, but he never reacted or never changed. He just figured out how to change his shot and make whatever club that he chose work for him.
A lot of people didn't know that Bob Harris could hit an iron 3 different ways. He could grip down on it a little bit, he could hit it medium, soft, or hard. And he could hit it off what part of the club head he wanted to hit it off. That's why he was such a good match player.
Much like his run in the match play, Harris was either first or second in the Illinois Open 6 times in a 7-year stretch. His winning total of 7 under 209 at Flossmoor in 1955 wasn't surpassed until Gary Hallberg came along in 1977. None of this was a surprise to those who read the back pages of Golf World, for Harris was good right out of the box. A standout junior career at San Jose that included a Northern California junior title led to a place on San Jose State's golf team. All Harris did as an 18-year-old freshman was share the qualifying medal at the 1948 NCAA Championship with 24-year-old Bo Wininger of Oklahoma State. In 1949, it got better. Harris led the Spartans to the NCAA team title and captured the individual crown himself. He was the first great golfer to come out of San Jose State, a list that has grown to include Ken Venturi, Patty Sheehan, and Julie Inkster. He turned pro, served in the Korean War, found time to finish 4th in the 1951 Japan Open, and landed at Old Edgewater Golf Club soon after his service ended. Harris became the head professional at Sunset Ridge in 1958, but not before carding a 59 on the par 69 Edgewater layout. Fearless indeed. Low scores weren't unusual for Bob Harris. At one juncture, he held 9 course records on Chicago area courses. He was also prominent on the national scene. He played the Winter Tour and often rang up low scores. A 63 to open in Tucson, another 63 at the Imperial Valley Open, a 65 to chase for the lead in Houston. A frequent competitor in the majors, he fired a back 931 in the second round of the 1955 U.S. Open at the Olympic Club. That earned him a pairing with Ben Hogan for the final 36 holes. Harris played in 2 Masters, 3 PGA Championships, and 7 U.S. Opens, and tied for 11th in the 1963 Western Open. But for all his skill and success as a player, he'd always come back to the shop at Sunset Ridge. He remained there through the 1975 season, even playing in the 1972 Western Open when the club hosted it.
One of the things that I remember so very clearly is that each time a golf professional checked in, a touring professional, after they signed in, the next thing they did was go over to the golf shop to introduce themselves to Bob Harris, because they knew who Bob Harris was and they wanted to pay their respects to a guy that they knew to be a giant in the game.
He returned to Northern California, first at San Jose Golf and Country Club, and later at Al Martin, where, having largely abandoned tournament play, he cultivated a burgeoning junior program, one much like the one that brought him to prominence decades earlier.
I think it means a great deal. Not only to Bob, but his grandkids and his daughters, and to me. It's a wonderful honor. It's one of the greatest things that's come out of Illinois in a long time.
Fearlessly, Bob Harris had come full circle.